Hello YouTube, Asuma here with another Minecraft tutorial. In this video I'm going to show you how to build 3 different types of gold farm by harvesting zombie pigmen in the nether. As well as dropping gold nuggets, pigmen also drop rotted flesh and have a rare chance of dropping a golden ingot, sword or helmet, so you can consider this a farm for all 5 types of items. The location of the farm will have a direct influence on its effectiveness. The less spawnable areas outside of the farm, the more effective it will be. Picking a location like a lava lake will be more effective as there are less areas for the pigmen to spawn, but in most cases the player will need to condition the nether by removing all of the spawnable areas in a 144 block radius from the location of the farm. It is not required to remove all of the spawnable areas, but removing them will increase the output of the farm. To remove spawnable areas in the nether, we need to remove spawnable blocks like netherrack, soul sand and nether brick. This can be done by mining or using TNT, or as an alternative to removing these blocks, they can be covered in half slabs or lava to prevent mobs from spawning on them. Now that we know how to condition the nether for our gold farm, we are going to look at 3 different designs that we can build. The first is the piston pusher. This design is a passive farm that cannot be turned off and will always farm gold. The piston pusher is the most expensive of the 3 as it uses a lot of sticky pistons and redstone repeaters. The second design is the sieve trap, which can be turned on and off. It's not as expensive as it uses no sticky pistons and has a large spawn area for the amount of resources used. However, on less powerful computers the pistons can cause lag issues. The third design is GenerikBs gold farm, which is the cheapest of all 3 as it requires no redstone. However, it is an active farm, meaning it requires the player to use it to farm gold. The player climbs up the ladder to the spawn pads and shoots a zombie pigmen with an arrow, turning the pigmen aggressive, which causes them to run towards the player. And using signs to trick the pigmen, they run off the edge and fall to their death. Now I'm going to show you how to build the piston pusher farm, which is in my opinion the easiest of the 3 to build. If we go all the way down to the bottom here, we'd start off by building our platform that the pigmen fall down onto, and we make this out of half slabs so that no other mobs will spawn on them. Then from this point we need to go from here all the way up to the top. There needs to be a height of 24 blocks, so that one that I placed there being the first and this one being the 24th. Then when the pigmen get pushed off from this height, the full damage will kill them when they land on the half slabs. So when you figured out where the 24th block is, you can then start building the platform to place all of the redstone on. So this platform is 3 wide, and at the end we have another block here which we put the sticky pistons on. Then we want to put blocks in front of those pistons and then place down the wire that the pressure plates control. So you want to place down redstone repeaters, but you can save the amount of resources you're using. By every other repeater you use a redstone wire instead. Then the last thing you want to do is place down the pressure plates and make sure you're not standing on the one that you place. Each pressure plate counts as a spawnable area in the piston pusher farm, so to increase the output of your farm you can extend the platforms sideways like this or stack them vertically, leaving a 1 block gap between each layer so that the redstone doesn't interfere with the piston below. Then on the top layer you will need to place down half slabs to stop any mobs from spawning. The sieve trap is an adaptation of my 1.1 mob spawner. I've simply just built it in the nether, so I already have a tutorial on how to build this, and you can find a link to that on the screen and also in the description box. Building GenerikBs gold farm is very simple. You could almost replicate what you see, but there's a few details that you'll need to know to do it properly. So first of all, you're going to need a platform at the bottom made out of half slabs like on the previous 2 farms. And in the middle of that platform you'll need to build a column leading up with ladders on one side. Then 24 blocks above the platform at the bottom is where you'll start your first ring, and this ring needs to be at least 4 blocks away from the ladder at all times, otherwise the pigmen will run off and be able to land on the ladder. So the inside of your ring needs signs going all the way around it, and the outside of the ring needs to be no further than 12 blocks away from where the player stands on the ladder, and the reason for this is that the zombie pigmen will not track the player if he shoots them from over 12 blocks away. So that's how you build the 3 different types of zombie pigmen farm, and now I'm going to condition the nether by removing all of the other spawnable areas in a 144 block radius, and then we can see the full effectiveness of each of these farms. Now that I've removed all of the spawnable areas in a large radius around our gold farms, you can see that they're a lot more effective, and I've even increased the size of the piston pusher setup, and if I were to do the same with this one as well, it would also be a lot more effective. Because GenerikBs farm doesn't instantly kill the zombie pigmen, when you go to use it there'll be so many in the trap that you'll get a large yield of drops. So that concludes this tutorial on how to build a gold farm in the nether, and as always you can download this map in the description box, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.